Hey everyone, today I'm back here with a brand new video. Today I've got something different. Basically, what happened was I got invited to play the FIFA 2022. I can't say it. So I got invited to play the FIFA 22 beta, which is pretty cool. Shout out to EA for inviting me in that. So I got to play pro clubs and kick off, which is calm. And not gonna lie, I'm a little impressed. So yeah, throughout this video, I'm just gonna give a little review, talk about what looks good on the game, what needs tweaking, and what I feel is missing. And yeah, first, let's talk about the good stuff. So firstly, I really like the gameplay. Like it's so refreshing. Like all the new animations for the goalkeepers, for the players, like passing, everything's just a lot more aesthetically pleasing and realistic, whilst also maintaining like it's still a video game and it's still fun. It doesn't The realistic animations do not compromise the game's ability to be fun. If anything, it makes it more enjoyable than it was last year, in my opinion. You can definitely feel the full 11v11 mode capture kind of thing that they were talking about in the gameplay trailer. My defensive midfielders, for example, are a lot more disciplined and like they actually know where to position themselves rather than being a massive stupid gap between the DMs and the centre backs like there was last year. They've plugged the gaps in like the defensive like holes during transitions or whatever a lot better than they did last year. Everything just feels more realistic, and the there's this new kind of thing. I don't know if it was on last year, but I found this like intelligence AI mode that you can like switch on, and what happens is like really skilled players in teams become even more advanced. Like so when I was playing against Man City with Spurs, Sterling and Mahrez had these like up arrows to indicate that they had extra intelligent AI on them. And basically every time Mahrez and Sterling got the ball, they literally did some ridiculous skills. Dribbling was stupid. Like it was so hard to defend against them. Like I was fighting for my life on world class. So that was fun. I enjoyed that though because it was a lot more competitive and enjoyable on offline play. And for someone that enjoys playing like career mode or offline, just career mode in general, like because I'm not gonna have time for Ultimate Team next year, is promising. I may still potentially buy the game just to play career mode and maybe pro clubs with the Mandem occasionally. So, but yeah, overall gameplay wise, it's a 9 out of 10 with the changes. I really do like them. I do also like the in-depth stats that they've included. So like there's things like XG, distance, kilometers, like you ran per I don't know what is per hour maybe. And the the heat maps are a lot more what's it called? They're a lot more detailed than they were in previous FIFAs. Everything There's just more stats and everything looks a lot more professional in terms of its layout and analytical, and I love it. Like and pro clubs wise, like there's more hairstyles now. Like you've got the two-strand twist that was added in. You get this high top fade, but like instead of it just being a normal high top, it's got like mini dreads and stuff, which looks really cool. So I'm glad they've added those things in because I was asking for two-strand twist to be included in the game for the last 2 years. So I'm glad they finally listened. All the updates to like the haircuts, the skin fades, for example, look a lot more realistic and more refined than they did last year, which is pretty cool. Um, so that was nice. But apart from as far as it goes, maybe the skill tree, the new like little skill tree and traits, that looks pretty cool. But that's about it as far as good things. There are some things that need tweaking. For example, when you do that thing where you're running with a player down the line and you flick the R stick twice to push the ball really far ahead so you can sprint onto it. Yeah, if you've got a really fast player and the fullback doesn't have like at least maybe 3 to 4 pace less minimum, or it has to have the exact same amount of pace as that winger, or at least like maybe 3 to 5 less if you want to have a chance of catching up, because it is so overpowered in terms of like just giving yourself space. But then again, crossing is not as overpowered as it was last year, so even then it does kind of cancel itself out a little bit in terms of its overpoweredness. But I still can see people complaining about it. Me personally, I don't mind it, but I can definitely see people complaining it. So probably might want to reduce it a little bit down, just a bit. The pace in general I thought was okay though, but yeah, I think it might get turned down a little bit purely because like it's impossible to recover against a Rashford with any sort of like fullback unless they got like 88 pace or more. So another thing was tackling for me. I felt like it does need a little bit more tweaking in terms of like making it more precise. Because the amount of times I was tackling and the player didn't like slide how I wanted to, it was giving me PES flashbacks to when I was a kid, where I used to get tons of red cards in every game I played in PES because I just couldn't slide tackle correctly, or the slide tackles that I was doing, it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do, and it was really frustrating. So I ended up getting a lot of reds. But that's not the point. Point is, for like tackling like accuracy, it just needs to be a little bit more. It needs to be a bit more correct. I think that's the right way to say it. So but yeah, maybe it's me nitpicking, but that was just me personally. But lastly, when I'm thinking of things that were missing, I think it was pro clubs. I felt like a new skill tree wasn't enough for me personally, and the extra traits, it wasn't enough for me. The new hairstyles were cool. The revamp traits and everything was nice, but it just felt like the bare minimum. You know, like I'm recreating myself in a game to play with my mates. Why can't I use that same pro to do a 3v3 with my mates on a street ball pro clubs kind of thing? You know, why can't why do I have to make a completely different pro just to be able to do something like that on Volta? Why can't there just be a Volta inside the pro clubs? Do you know what I mean? Why can't me and my friends from my pro clubs team practice things together on like a training pitch, like on like when you do practice arena? Why is there no practice arena thing for pro clubs where you can like add in cones and stuff and practice like moves or skills and whatever with your mates, and you can have an AI goalkeeper, or one of your mates can go and goal, just like simple things like that, you know. That I feel like that should be a thing in the game, and I don't get why it's not. So that's what I was expecting to see, because I'm like, everyone has been gassing up 2K's career mode for years. I mean, it's not even been as so I've seen a lot of people say 2K is trash, but one thing I've always seen though is that people do love and enjoy the career mode. It does not lose its replay value in my opinion. And 2K16 career mode was the most fun I've ever had on any sort of career mode type game ever. No FIFA has given me that amount of joy than I have when I've been playing 2K career mode, both online and offline. So I was expecting EA to introduce something like some sort of like pro clubs like practice arena, or like pro clubs like street ball kind of thing, where you can just go and play little mini Volta with your mates inside the like pro clubs team, but it was nowhere to be found. So heavily disappointed, and I think it's a must next year that we have at least one or two of those things that I just mentioned. Pro clubs practice arena, especially. It shouldn't just be a pro clubs practice match thing. There should be a practice arena for you to play with your mates and practice like little drills and stuff. You know what I'm saying? People take pro clubs very, very seriously. Like, there's competitive leagues and everything. And in real life, when you do competitive Sunday league football, pretty sure you still have some sort of training. You don't play practice matches apart from maybe against the reserves, but you still have like actual training. Like, you can't do that on pro clubs, and I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Competitive pro clubs could be such an amazing thing if EA actually poured money into it, but they don't, sadly. So, but yeah, that was what I was expecting. I'm expecting it next year and the year after that. They've got to put one of two or both of those things in the game soon, because yeah. But no, I think overall there was definitely something else as well. Oh yeah, I remember. It's there were other small customization things that I wanted to see, like player tattoos that you can have on your player. You can't do that. It'd be cool if you could. Finger tape, abilities to wear goggles, like move like Edgar Davids and that. Wear a do-rag in game. Or be able to like dye tips of certain hairstyles. So I think that should definitely be a thing as well, because like You see people like Tammy Abraham who has 2-strand twist. He doesn't have it all like one color. Like he has the tips colored and stuff. You should be able to do that. I don't think you could do that on. I don't think you can do that on 2K. I might be mistaken. You probably can, but like they haven't done that. Like EA doing that on FIFA would be like, one of the examples that they're, and it would show that they actually care a lot more about customization and stuff if they added these things that I mentioned. But these are things that I feel the customization in clubs and player career are missing. I mean, yeah. In the end, I feel like EA have taken FIFA and a nice little step forward this year overall, because the gameplay was blessed. There's some of the content they added in was cool. However, I still think things like pro clubs, they've barely scratched the surface in terms of what it can be, in terms of what they could have added in. So, but especially when I see my player in NBA 2K, like, and how wonderful that is, like, I'm just like, pro clubs is missing so much. They need so much more love and caring, but they're too busy giving it to Ultimate Team. So, but yeah, overall, FIFA 2022, I say 20 twice. Is it FIFA 42? What's wrong with me? Overall, FIFA 22 is looking promising. Will I be tempted to buy it? I don't know, man. I was really hoping for some of those things that I mentioned on clubs to be on clubs, but they're not. So it really comes down to if my mates buy it and they're gonna do pro clubs a lot, then maybe. But I'm not gonna be touching on the team because I don't have time for that. So maybe play a career mode, but nah, I don't know. Overall, there's definitely been an improvement in FIFA 22. I wouldn't pre-order it though. It's not worth the pre-order. It's worth the buy maybe, yeah, but not the pre-order. There's still much that they could do, and hopefully FIFA 23 they add in more stuff because yeah, but yeah, FIFA 22 is alright. It's alright. Yeah, solid. From the beta alone, 8.5 out of 10, in my opinion, maybe 8. Yeah, but yeah, that's my review. If you feel like I've missed out anything else, feel free to comment down below, because you know what I'm saying, everyone has different eyesight and notices different things, and some don't. So don't be attacking me because I did not mention X, Y, and Z, because maybe I just missed it. So I apologize if I did. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed watching all these amazing Pro Club goals that we scored throughout FIFA 21. But you would have noticed we haven't actually got a FIFA 21 Road to Division 1 series this year. Why? Find out in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. See you very, very soon. Au revoir.
And again.
Yes! Brilliant dive!
Oh my god, this is all on you, bro.
Wait, who's gonna take the pen though?
Obviously Leonard.
No, okay.
No, I'll miss it for you, bro. This is massive. Terrorist, man! Literally missed the goal. Oh my god.
That was the worst penalty I've ever seen. Deep it though. At least John Terry hit the post. He just kited it.